What's up, guys? Happy Thursday. I got my days still mixed up this week. This will be a short one today, just because we really just got to talk about our vocab assignment and then talk about this September 11th stuff. So again, going to Schoology, and this is the best way to get to your guys' assignments. Which I mean, at this point, you guys got this all figured out. There's not much for me to go over or anything like that. But this is just where I always go to the plan for the week. Do the PDF this time. So hopefully most of you guys, most of you guys got your types of conflict practice submitted to me, and I'm still working on getting those done graded. It's about 8 o'clock here now, or 7:40, right? So if you send them to me after now, I'll probably get to them tomorrow. But most of those are graded already. I got a bunch of these read worksheets from you, and this read works kind of the structure, right, where like you get the passage and then you just answer it in the answer sheet. That's what we're gonna do every time. I know some teachers use the digital read works, and at this point I don't want to put anything new on you guys, so we're just gonna do it kind of like how we did it this week. It'll be like that pretty much for every time. So for today, you got your 4 square vocab. Okay, so we'll do this with every vocab list. I'm not sure what actual vocab tests are going to look like at this point. We kind of got to wait and see, but we're still going to do vocab because it's really important. And I like to open these in new tabs. So here is, get out of the way. Here's your list. And again, this will be, if you don't, for some reason, don't want to use the plan, if you go to the Schoology and the vocab materials, you'll find this. So here's your list. You got the word, the definition, and then they give you 2 example sentences for each word. And we definitely are going to use these bonus words, right? So there's a list, not much to say about that. It's just a resource for you guys to use. But what you will actually do is this, okay? So this 4 square, it's a Word doc, so you should be able to open it and then save it or download it, and then you type into it, whether that's on Word or on Google or something else. You can always handwrite it if you want to. But so for each of those 12 words we saw, you're just going to fill out this graphic organizer. So just type in the word here, type in the definition. That can come straight from the list that I just pulled up. And then I want you to come up with a sentence that uses the word, whatever the vocab word is. Don't use any of the sentences from the sheet. I want you to come up with one on your own and make sure that there's enough context in the sentence that I can see that what the word means. Make sure you use it appropriately. Make sure that again, there's just enough in that sentence that I can tell, okay, they know what the word morale means, for example. Synonym, it just means another word that means the same thing. So, yeah, and that'll be easy to do. You can probably just Google or use some type of online tool. Since you guys are doing this from home, I'm totally fine with that, with you using resources to do this, but give me a synonym for the word. And then for the last box, if you're typing this up, you probably won't want to do an illustration, but if you wanted to, like, maybe Google search an image that kind of represents the term, or you think does, you can copy and paste that in here, or you can just come up with an antonym, which is a word that means the opposite. So you'll fill out one of these for each of your 12 words. So that's why there's just so many boxes and it looks so long, but it's not bad. And again, this is something we'll do with every vocab list. So I'll take the first couple times. I'll have in a video to go over the directions and things like that. But that's probably going to be it because it's a pretty straightforward assignment. And then just looking at Friday, we talked earlier in the week about this September 11th stuff. So there's those 2 video options like I reminded you about. There's option A and option B. Option A is the one that we're going to watch in the building with our in-person students, and it definitely has some intense language, imagery, and things like that, but we feel it's appropriate to kind of capture the feelings of that day If you or whoever's at home is not okay with that, there's this option B. Okay, they're both good. I prefer the option A, but I totally get it if a parent or someone's not okay with that. So make sure you talk with someone at home about that. I sent an email last Friday that kind of breaks everything down. So just make sure that's what you do. And then other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Just make sure that you're getting stuff submitted. But like I've been saying, you guys have been doing really well. I've been getting almost no questions about like where to find things or how to turn stuff in at this point, because I think you guys have all got it by now, which is fantastic. The first couple weeks I figured it would be we would all just be figuring it out, but by this point I think you guys pretty much got it. Even as of last week, I think everyone's kind of had it. So just keep it up. Keep asking me questions. I've had some people have little hiccups and things along the way. It's totally fine. Just make sure that you're communicating that with me, because what I don't want is for I don't get 4 assignments in a row and I haven't heard anything from you. Just make sure you guys are communicating that stuff with me. Next week we're going to be working on our personal narratives, and that's a pretty big paper. It's a huge part of this quarter. It's a huge part of our grade this quarter. So next week we're going to have videos every day but Friday. We'll have a video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Each one of those videos will be breaking down a different step of the personal narrative. And you'll see that on the plan Friday. The only thing I think you need to do before then is, it's a personal narrative. Think of it as like a memoir. It's a true story about your life, but not your whole life, just one specific memory. I'm not asking you to tell me about your life since the day you were born or anything like that. It's just one memory, one event that you can kind of fixate on. That could be maybe you went on a day trip somewhere, but it could also be I've had kids write about sports seasons. I've had kids write about like this one specific basketball season. So when I say event, it doesn't have to be just something that it's contained into one day or one afternoon or something like that. It could be it's just a part of your life, right? So something like a sports season, maybe just another season or a trip, something like that. Anything that's important to you. It would be helpful to have that figured out before Monday. Just what you're going to write about. Think of something that you experienced, that you learned something from, that you learned a lesson from, or maybe just kind of came to a conclusion about life, things like that. But you don't have to submit that or anything. I just want you to be thinking about it this weekend. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, give me a short one today. If you got any questions about the vocab or anything, make sure you guys let me know. Other than that, I'll see you Monday again. Just be thinking about what you want to write about for your narratives. Okay, see you guys.